the offer that I've been creating and that has been coming through is my 4-month mastermind called Soul Led. And the name itself represents the essence. And this picture too, if you've seen my new podcast branding, it's all about allowing your light and your soul to lead the way instead of your conditioning and your fear and your programming and your everyday life and your humanness and your emotions, to walk this path no matter what. So actually it's almost a 5-month journey, because we start in February and we will have live sessions until beginning of June, but we will meet for a 3-day in-person retreat in July, and you still have the group chat for support and guidance and celebration for the whole month of June. So it's actually a 5-month mastermind, but with 4 months of live sessions. And this is for you if you desire to step into your next level of heart-centered leadership. So if you feel there's more than what you're currently sharing, then this is the mastermind for you. I created a promo video that I invite you to just feel into the video and see how it resonates.
Our feminine power has been demonized and taken away from us for way too long. We've been kept small, shamed and outcasted for our body's wisdom and truth for centuries. We adapted and dimmed our light and wisdom for generations. But it stops with us. The time is now to remember your truth and to rise in your feminine power and leadership. It's time to come back in true sisterhood and take back what's always been yours. You came here to lead a mission that will change the world. You're being called to step into your next level of heart-centered leadership and allow your soul to lead no matter what. To show a new way of living that comes with depth, love and pure intentions. So you can lead what you're meant to lead in this lifetime without your conditioning holding you back. Welcome to Soul Led, a 4-month mastermind to expand, to be seen, supported, held and celebrated while you fully step into your feminine power.
Take a moment to let that sink in and to feel how these words, how these pictures landed in your system. If you feel you might be ready for this path and for this container. Because you came here to lead a mission that will change the world as we know it. You came here to lead a mission that shows what's possible, to show a new way of how we can live our lives, to bring heaven back on earth. And not allow our stories to define the way we live our lives. And to allow your heart and soul to show you the way. Even if your mind will not always agree, to always come back to your heart and soul and to have a container where we keep each other accountable. And we don't need to do this whole mission alone. We all have big missions, and shoulder to shoulder, like the picture I saw in my ayahuasca ceremony. It's so much easier, and we need each other along the way. So if you desire to be in a room with other visionaries with a big mission, this might be perfectly designed for you. So I'm sharing a few words about this program, because when I look back at my journey as an entrepreneur, as leading a soul business, sharing my gifts, I started with yoga and meditation and nutrition and Ayurveda. Like many of us, we start with the body, and then the more we heal, the deeper we go. And these transitioning phases can be really intense. I went from yoga to now guiding sacred sensuality rituals with yoni eggs and breast massage. And this was a huge journey to fully embrace that, to really share what has changed my life and to bring it out into the world, because there's colleagues, there's family, there's people that see us, especially if we have an online business. It can be very intense and fearful to step fully into this. I heard this the first time that from my intuition that I'm here to teach the art of Tantra and energy and all these things. And I was like, no. I was like, this voice is not right. And it kept on coming. And only when I fully embraced it, this is when my business finally blew up, because before I was struggling with my online retreats, and even I did all the things, I was still not making money because I was holding the essence back of me. I was like playing small and playing safe. That's fine with my cleanse retreats. That's good. I wrote a book about it. You can all clean your body and mind and soul. But sexuality, I thought that's something I want to only offer for me. I thought that's something for me, but then spirit was like, no, you're meant to share this. So if you're in a transitioning phase, or you just left your job and you feel, or you're still in your job, you feel you're here for something bigger, something different wants to come through, but it feels scary, it's gold if you have a container that you can come up, you can share whatever comes up on the way, and you can have a mentor that leads you in the right direction, so you can find your own way of creating your business and leading your life. So this is not only for business, this is for a holistic container for everything, because sometimes it's not something in our business that blocks our abundance. For example, I had a mentor last year in a mastermind that I had a session, and I said, something is not flowing, like something is blocked. And we talked about it, and we realized I was in a place where I was still waiting for people, friendships, female friendships especially, to choose me. And I was waiting for the invitation, and I felt kind of, again, not really lovable. And I felt like, And then we talked about it, and we removed the block by coming back into my power and feeling like, wow, actually, if my presence is not appreciated, I don't even want to be in spaces and wait for someone to choose me. I have to choose me first. And when I took that back without waiting, being okay to be alone for a while and still be in my power, that's when everything went back into alignment. And I had a really good launch, and I found these soul sisters around me. And sometimes it's a block where we can't see it ourselves. I would have never gotten there without her. So sometimes it's good to have someone seeing our blind spots if we are like in a box. And especially we as healers, we are so good at seeing everyone else's blind spots, but when it comes to us, we're like two left hands and we can't see the most simple things. So this mastermind is really a safe container for you to expand, to grow, and to step into the woman that is able to lead the mission that you came here to lead. It's a 4 or 5 month journey to deepen your own embodiment, because the level you can lead other people always comes back to your own level of embodiment. So if you teach something that you're not fully embodied yet, people can feel that. Even if they can't understand it, they can feel that just through your energy. If you speak about something you heard and you just shared it, people can feel if it's not embodied, if you haven't been through this. So the deeper you meet yourself, the bigger your level of embodiment grows, and the more you can show up, and the more your impact grows, the more you're able to hold and receive. It all goes hand in hand. The deeper you go, the bigger the space for you to receive and to feel abundant from the inside, and to be able to hold it. It all goes hand in hand. And this mastermind will empower you to become an even more powerful healer, mentor, artist, whatever you came here. I also have women that have a successful company, and one woman, she has the desire to use her story and her gifts and her ability to connect people, to create a really beautiful mission for this planet, and to connect the people with money, with the farmers, and to create a coexistence where we can create a new era of living with nature and create food in a way that's sustainable. And you will lean into a new way of leading your business and life. So as I said, this is a holistic mastermind. It's not just about your business, it's also about what's going on in your private life, so they're all in harmony. You will create a new way of showing up in your world for yourself and others, a way that you were longing to grow up in, what I already shared. A new way of heart-centered, empowered leadership. So I invite you to feel into this. If this is you, if this is resonating, you're a path carver, meaning you go first to lead the way into a new way of living and relating. So if you just know, even if you're not living it fully yet, you know you are here to lead a new way. If this is resonating in your soul, the mind doesn't have to understand, then you're in the right place. but you don't want to hold it all together, and you don't want to do this alone, because this shit is exhausting, like I shared. The new way of leading is real, vulnerable, and authentic. And it's true to your unique gifts, which means if you create your soul business, I don't want you to create it the way I did it or the way someone else did it that was successful. I want you to find your way, and I will guide you along the way with everything that comes up. A way of relating and showing up that feels true to your heart and soul without betraying your needs. You can be successful and be completely miserable. There's so many examples. And when I started my business, I was one of them. I was doing everything on my own, burning out almost after leaving my job as a teacher, because I took the same patterns into my soul business until I learned to be soft, until I learned to relax and to pause and to receive help without controlling. Will I do it right? Will they let me down? Without taking all these stories into my business, and really let myself be supported. Really trust that my team has my back. And even if there's a little mistake, that I don't need to be perfect. So if you want to lead and embody truth and to show as an inspiration what's possible, and be in the space with other women that have the same mission, that came here to change the world, then this is the mastermind for you. To radiate your true power and beauty from within, and not to externalize it to numbers and to things you buy and things on the outside, but you radiate it from within, like the light. To shine your light so brightly, it ripples a wave of healing and remembrance into this world. And if you desire to be expanded, seen, supported, held, and celebrated while you fully step into your feminine power and leadership, this is your new home. To step into your next level of growth, to share your magic with the world, no matter what. Because that's the thing, we're excited, we feel our mission is big, we go, and then something happens. A big stone comes in our way, we get hurt, we fall onto our knees, and then we're like, I think this is not for me. I'm not, I tried it. I don't go any further. And I've had this when I was a school teacher, I knew I needed a plan B, and I opened a yoga studio with my ex-boyfriend because I knew I can't continue being a teacher for the rest of my life. It felt too exhausting. And then when I finally decided to end this relationship, it was a very emotional, abusive relationship. I lost everything I put my heart and soul into. He never paid me. I felt so victimized, so worthless, no self-love. I really found myself on the rock bottom. And I thought to myself and to the universe, I was like, what the fuck? I tried and it's not possible. And then there was a moment where I wanted to give up, where I thought, okay, then I'm going to be a school teacher for the rest of my life. And if I didn't have people that would keep me going, and I didn't have them back then, but I found them along the way, I think I would have stayed a school teacher. We need sometimes people that encourage us and celebrate us and see us and see our gifts if we can't see them in our darkest moments. To lead your life, relationship, and business from your open heart, fully embodying your feminine power that comes from your vulnerability. To open your heart and soul to be in service for what you came here to be and do. To make this world a better place through your embodiment. To shed the layers that prevent you from showing up fully and authentically. To choose your truth and healing over and over. So imagine, to give you a glimpse of what this container can look like. Imagine coming together in sacred sisterhood with powerful visionaries that will activate your divine feminine power even further, so you can show up as the heart-centered leader you came here to be. Letting go of the fear, procrastination, shame, and limitation that is holding you back from showing up fully in your mission. Learning how to stay balanced and nourished in your feminine essence while you change the world. Experiencing pleasure, embodying your divine feminine power and sacred sensuality to show up as a whole new version of yourself. Becoming a master in claiming your desires and receiving support, celebration, and guidance in a safe container with like-minded sisters on the same mission as you, to share your soul's purpose with the world. Because the world needs your magic and light. It's time now. So what's waiting for you? We start in February and we will meet twice a month for our live sessions. One of those live sessions will be, I never set a time because sometimes most of the time we get over, but it's about 2 hours where you receive one-on-one mentorship from me. I won't open any further spaces for the moment. Madeleine, I think you're still here. You have the privilege to be my only one-on-one client this year, or it's at least for now. So this is the only way to work one-on-one with me, but in a group setting, which can be really powerful because from other women's stories, you learn about yourself too. Sometimes it prevents you from doing the same mistakes. Sometimes it prevents you from seeing things in a different angle. And it's really empowering to feel the vulnerability of every single one of us. So one of the sessions is a one-on-one mentoring that you receive every month. And the other session is a healing and embodiment session where we dive into one topic of the month. This can be emotional entanglements. This can be sisterhood wounds, emotional alchemy. I always feel into the group what's present right now from the one-on-one sessions. And then I create a healing and embodiment session. Most of the time I channel them. So I can't tell you exactly the structure and what this day and this minute we're going to be diving into, because if you know me, I'm very intuitive and I go with the energy of the moment. And you also have an unlimited group Voxer chat, always available for support, guidance, celebration, and connections. Meaning, if you have a Friday evening and you just launched your program and nobody signed up and you feel like a failure and you want to just share that and be seen, then this chat is always there for you night and day to be seen and to share. And if you have a launch or you get an opportunity and you just want to celebrate, then we're going to celebrate with you. If you want guidance on something and you don't know any further, you feel stuck, then I'm there to support you. I'm always there to catch you if you fall and to push you into the right direction for your next level of growth and leadership. You also get access to all of my online offerings that I offered until now and that I will offer until the retreat starts. Plus, we meet in person for the Feminine Leadership Retreat in Austria, a beautiful hotel, an organic bio hotel in Austria with a sauna in the forest. We have a beautiful spa, we have organic food. It's a beautiful space to really dive even deeper and to connect in person after this intense journey. So if you want more details on that, you find everything on the website. The link will be sent shortly after. And also we have a new journal. If you've been in my Solar Line program, I think I even have it here. My dear sister, Julia, she's an artist from Tahiti and she creates these beautiful journals. So this is me, and she created this art for the Solar Line program. And now she created a new one for my Soul Naked new branding. So you will be, this will be sent home to you. And yeah, this is what's included. And I have a special offer for all of you for 48 hours. So you have 2 days for this offer. The regular price will be 4,444 plus retreat will be 999. If you sign up within the next 48 hours, you only pay 3,444, including the retreat, which means everything is covered. Yeah, that was it from my side. Thank you so much for joining again. And if you apply, I really want to hear about your mission, you don't even have to know what exactly you want to create, but why you would like to be joined of this part of this container. We have 2 women inside already, and there's maximum 11 spots for this group.